get the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. That what you got? You used to think you owned the street. Well, pack your bags and your ass is dead meat. Victory's sweet. Bring it on. Here's a receipt. Bring it on. What you gonna do about it? Bring it on. Is that what you got?
Okay, so I get online a few days ago, and there is a video waiting for me on the G.W.F Revival page from Showtime John Krone. Sorry, I have to kind of laugh at the name. Basically in that message, he takes the time to point out that, you know, he's the backyard expert. He's the guy that when it comes down to it, he's hardcore. He runs things in the North Country. Whatever. You know, I got no problem with people posting videos, getting excited about the revival, man. I love seeing everybody come together. This is going to be a great show. I can't wait to be a part of it. The one thing I do have a problem with, though, is somebody like Showtime John Krone coming at me and calling me out specifically. He sat there with his backwards hat and his cigarette thinking he was king shit and calls me out and basically says, let me see if I can do this really. Who's David Furla? I mean, who is he? Who's David Furla? You know, it's funny that you ask who David Furla is because you seem to know who he is, but I don't have the slightest clue as to who the hell you are. You know, let me give everybody a little bit of a history lesson here. You know, I schooled Brian Johnson in history lessons, so I figure it's about time I do the same for John Krone and everybody who's listening here. You know, John Krone made it clear that he was a backyard wrestler, that this is the same stuff he used to do back in the day. Hey, you know what, more power to him. But he soon found out after surfing the internet that there was more than one wrestling company in the area, and he came across the G.W.F. And you know, he kind of became attached to it. He really wanted to be a part of it. He hoped one day he was actually going to be able to meet some of the guys here in the G.W.F. And when he finally met me a couple years back, he proceeded to tell me how he wanted to join up with the G.W.F. He wanted to be a part of what we were doing. He comes to me. He finds me online. He finds me on the internet. Searches me out and tells me what a big fan of me he truly is. Yet he has the balls to sit there on that couch and act like he doesn't know who I am. Buddy, you would have given anything to be a part of what we had. While you brag about jumping off of ladders and going through tables and light tubes, that's garbage wrestling. That had no place in the GWF. That's not what we were ever about. We were about wrestling. You couldn't hang and bang with the rest of us. We were an elite group. We are an elite group. So you think you're just going to come strolling in to my backyard and you're going to make a name for yourself at my expense? Well, Showtime, I'm trying to set some things up. I've got a title match I've been trying to work on getting. But I think at some point during the G.W.F Revival, you and I are going to cross paths. And when we do, you're going to find out exactly why they call me the real deal. You can man up, show up, nut up, whatever it is you want to do. You can bring all your boys with you. It doesn't matter. I'll see you in July at G.W.F Revival. And believe me, there's no light tubes. There's no tables. There's no gimmicks. It's just going to be me and you. You want to make a name for yourself? One guy once said, I'll make you famous. And that's what I intend to do. You'll be famous. You'll be known as the guy who made the biggest decision of his backyard career when he came across the real deal. I'll see you at G.W.F Revival. Showtime.